How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And this is our long-awaited review. Well, not even review. Just all of our...
It's the best movies of
Best
2024.
movies of 2024.
Best
There you
movies
go.
of the year, guys.
You're going to guess my list. I'm going to guess your list. We're going to do
Yep.
top fives.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good movies this year.
No, there weren't.
Not a great, not a great year. Not a great year. I don't love my top five, but I love some movies on there, and I enjoyed a lot of them.
Yeah, I've been saying this is the first year that I don't have a single movie higher than an 8.
That's insane to me. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good, not great movies. But you know, 2025, it's gonna be a better year.
Yeah, no spoilers for my list, but I think the early half of the year had a lot of good. Do you want to just get right into it?
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right.
So you want to guess first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start guessing yours because I know you've seen like double the amount of movies I've seen.
I have seen 37.
Plus,
37
am I
movies.
wrong in thinking that this year we're probably more split on the movies that we've seen?
Probably.
Like,
I have a strong feeling that the movies in your top 5 are the ones that are like at the bottom of my list.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of movies that we kind of felt similarly about this year, but none of them are close to my top five, or I think your top five.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, okay, we know Megalopolis is your number one.
All right.
Let's start with number five.
Let's jump in. All right, number 5. It's a movie from Disney.
I know it.
All right, go.
This is Deadpool Wolverine.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
You got multiple Disney movies on here, then it's gotta
So $652 million domestic, 1.6 billion
be.
worldwide.
Okay, so this is Inside Out too.
Yes.
All right. Unless it's Moana too, but
I have not seen Moana 2, so
so don't get mad at me. I haven't seen Inside Out 2 yet.
I'm not shocked. No, the movie was great. I was not a huge fan of the first one.
And I was. That's
Yeah.
what's crazy about this.
Right. I was not I didn't plan on seeing this movie. I was not expecting to like this movie. But I think the way that it tackled puberty and dealing with growing up,
And you're
coming
going
to-
through that right now, so it's like it's good to have it.
coming to a new phase in life. It's just such a smart movie with great themes. It's funny. It's got heart. It's got everything you would want in a good Pixar movie. So
I'm excited to see it. Everyone I've heard that's seen it said that it's like free therapy. Just go see it. I'm gonna catch it. I'll check it out. I'll check
just
it out.
check it out. All right, number 4. This one is a Universal movie.
Okay.
$143 million domestic, $324 million worldwide.
Huh.
The director is Chris Sanders.
Have I seen this one, do you know?
I don't think so.
Was this early part of the year?
I don't remember. It does have Oscar nominations. I'll tell you that. I'll say that.
All right. Let me think about the movies you've seen that I haven't. Nickel Boys.
No, that's also not Universal.
Yeah.
This release date was September of this year, so
Oh, I have no idea. Universal.
has
Is it animated?
it is animated. 3 Oscar nominations.
Oh, this has got to be Wild Robot.
Yes, it is.
I did. This is another one I didn't get a chance to see. I want to see this so bad.
Yeah. I feel like this is everyone's favorite animated movie of the year.
What's weird is everyone was saying, "Oh, Inside Out 2 is the best animated movie of this year. It's so great." And then I think Wild Robot came out right around the same time. Everyone was like, "No, this is the best movie of the year." So I was like, "What is it?" Which
yeah,
one?
it's Wild Robot's hard. It's beautifully animated. It's got a lot of heart. It's a really, really simple concept of a robot crash landing and creating a family.
Okay, is that just like the elevator pitch of it? Because I
yeah.
have no idea what this movie's
Yes,
about.
I would say that's the elevator pitch. It's a robot that finds itself in an unfamiliar environment and creates a family.
So is it the story, or is it the animation so beautiful, or what?
It's
what is
the
it about
it's the story.
Okay.
It's the story and the heart of the story. And I think, I think it just has something like the way that the robot struggles with parenthood. Let's say I think is just very, very. It's a very relatable like feeling and emotion, and it feels deeper than your like typical found family movie for kids.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
All right. Number 3. This one is a Netflix movie, so I couldn't find box office numbers that I could trust.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a Netflix.
So it's a Netflix movie, so it's probably the most streamed movie of all time, is what the number said. Okay, Netflix movie.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Was it Wolves or was that Apple?
That was Apple. It's directed by Richard Linklater.
Richard Linklater.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm just like spacing this movie.
He co-wrote the screenplay with the lead actor, who is probably one of my favorite young movie stars.
Was this a recent release or is this earlier?
This one was June, was when it hit Netflix.
Is it the Glenn Powell one?
It is.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold on. Is it Hit Guy? Hitman?
Hitman.
Hitman. All right. Yeah,
yes.
got it. Wait. Linklater did that?
Yeah.
Okay, had no clue. Had no clue.
Hitman is, like I said, Glenn Powell is one of my favorite actors, if not my favorite young-ish actor working right now.
I think I've unintentionally avoided everything that he's been in. Everyone keeps talking about him, and I didn't see Top Gun. I didn't.
You didn't see Top Gun Maverick?
I haven't seen the first one or the newest one. And then the one he did with Sydney Sweeney, I didn't see that one either. So I haven't seen any of the stuff he's done.
And Twisters, which I think
and Twisters.
I think I like come over right after I saw Twisters. I'm like, dude, you have to see Twisters.
Was that this year?
That was this year.
That might be on your list. All right, spoilers.
But yeah, so the movie features Glenn Powell. He works for the police, and his job, light spoiler because this happens like in the beginning of the movie, he comes into this job, but he portrays a hitman, and people, so he reaches out to people who like post online looking for a hitman. And basically the cops get them for like attempted murder. And it's a really it's a charming movie. It really highlights Glenn Powell's not range as an actor, but like his ability as an actor.
Yeah. What they can do with him as an actor.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, and I would say it comes apart at the end, but the end definitely feels like it comes a little bit out of nowhere, but it's just so engaging, and he's so charismatic. It just works all the way through.
It didn't get a theatrical release then?
Like a limited theatrical release, but yeah. Again, hard to find good.
I didn't realize that was Linklater. I think I'm definitely gonna check that one out.
All right. The good news for you is, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. All right. Number 2.
Okay.
This is an A24 release. 24 million domestic, 46 million worldwide.
I'm shocked because there's like 2 movies that I feel like would definitely be on your list that are not on your list if this is an A24 release. How much did it make, you said?
24 million domestic, 46 million worldwide. I'd give you the director, but I feel like you'd probably get it from that.
It didn't make a lot of money. Is Nickel Boys A24? Is this Nickel Boys?
It is not.
I'm actually just baffled right now. Let me look at my list.
It's built around its leads. Is
this that Cillian Murphy one that came out?
No.
See, okay, I haven't seen. Man, you saw an A24 movie that I didn't see?
I never said you didn't see it.
Oh, damn it. I'm assuming we felt differently about it.
I don't think we did, actually. I'm trying to think back and remember what you thought about it.
I don't think. Well, I don't want to spoil my list, but I don't think there's an A24 movie. I mean, there's one, but it didn't make. You said 26 million?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a lot. So this is
24 million domestic, 46 and a half worldwide.
That's still not a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Honestly, I'm not sure why this wasn't bigger. It's two movie stars.
This has got to be We Live in Time.
There it is.
I forgot that was A24.
Yep.
Yeah. I really liked We Live in Time. It's so forgettable for some reason. Like you would think with Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Florence Pugh, Andrew Garfield, their chemistry is great. Yeah. It's an engaging story. It you laugh, you cry. It takes you through all the emotions.
Yeah, I'll watch it again. I liked it. It's kind of forgettable for me, which is shocking considering how excited I was for it. And it's good. It delivers enough. Yeah, it was okay. That's the first one that I won't co-sign. I mean, I guess it's the first one that I've seen.
It's the first one you've seen.
But that's the first one that I won't co-sign as but no spoilers for my list. But that's definitely, I think it's in my top 10 somewhere. So yeah, all right. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. So we'll just go on to number 1. This one should be easy. I'm not even gonna tell you anything.
I thought for sure your number 1 was gonna be Wicked, but it's Challengers.
It is Challengers.
Yeah. Okay. Challengers.
I told you I would need to give you
Challengers. All year you've been saying it's the best movie. I like it a lot. I love Challengers.
I love Challengers. It's anyone that I don't know a single person that has seen Challengers and hasn't come away absolutely enjoying it.
The entire Academy of the Oscars.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Not even score. It didn't even get nominated for score or editing or sound.
It's insane. That score is so good. You can listen to that without the movie at all.
I do all the time. I have the vinyl.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And the thing about the score is it each moment like matches up with what the film is trying to convey so perfectly and so beautifully, like, and it brings its own energy. Like, it's one of those movies where the score, like, after you come away from the movie, you're just like, yeah, score is an important part of movies. Like, it highlights that.
Great. I love Challengers. All
right, so that's
run me through your top 5 again.
Top 5, starting from 1. It's Challengers, We Live in Time, Hitman, The Wild Robot, Inside Out 2.
Okay.
All right.
Definitely different lists that we got going on here.
Hold on, let me scroll to the bottom of my list here, and that'll give me the short list of your movies.
I tried to like see what I thought your top 5 would be, and I had Challengers at your number 1. I had Wicked at your number 2. I had Inside Out at your number 3, and then I was just like, what the hell else could be on this list? So I put Fall Guy because I thought you really liked Fall Guy, and I forgot that came out this year. And then I thought maybe you put Deadpool Wolverine on there just because it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll run through my top 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say any honorable.
So I had Wicked at 6.
Okay.
Gladiator 2 at 7. Kill, which is a Hindi movie that not a lot of people have seen.
Gladiator 2 at 7.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
What's the reason to watch that movie? Because I haven't seen it.
Okay. Gladiator 2. I think the biggest gripe that people have with it is that the story is very similar / the same as the first one.
Okay.
So I think people that are big fans of the first one don't see a point of the second one. But I would say that
I haven't seen the first one. You think maybe it's worth seeing?
You might. You've got a weird thing with like
continuity, like wanting to see like every.
Yeah, well, that and like anytime that they're using swords, you're just like, I'm out.
That's not true.
Unless they're lightsabers. Even then, you're kind of out.
On that. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's a movie that like. Much like the first one, it feels like a 2000s epic tale, and Denzel Washington's like performance in it is incredible.
I've heard everything from it's incredible to it's crazy and it's not good.
It's incredible. It's crazy. It's incredibly crazy. It's very, very, very good.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a movie that feels like a throwback to another time, and it feels epic and important. So yeah, that's my pitch for that. So Gladiator 2, Kill, Nickel Boys, Nosferatu. That's my top 10.
Okay, Nickel Boys made it then.
It did.
Nice.
Yeah,
awesome.
It did. That was. We can have a conversation about that off camera.
Yeah, because you just saw that one. I haven't got a chance to see that one.
Yeah, that was one that like, as the movie was going on, I was like, oh, it's down here, and then like you get to the end, and I'm just like I was just sitting in my car afterwards, just like processing, and it was like, oh, that was good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
good to hear.
Your list.
All right.
So starting at 5.
I imagine you could probably just guess my list straight up.
I feel like you say that every year.
But I'll say this. I think my number 5 might be the hardest one to guess. Right. So I'll give you the studio is Warner Brothers. So maybe that'll help.
Warner Brothers. Is this Quiet Place Day One?
It's not.
Okay. Was that Warner Brothers? I can't remember.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, not my top anything.
Okay. All right. I thought you liked that.
It's number 16 on my list. Quiet Place. So that's all
right. Yeah.
I liked it. I don't like any of the Quiet Place movies. I like this as far as those go.
Juror number 2.
Yes, it is. Juror number 2.
Yeah.
I love Juror number 2, man. It wasn't on your list or even your top 10, right?
I have it at 18.
I know that none of you guys have seen this movie because it made like 11 cents at the box office and it wasn't really released that much, but I think it's on Max now. Just watch this movie. It's so good. Clint, this movie will show you that a 90-year-old director can still make a movie. Nicholas Hoult is maybe my favorite performance of his. The story is so engaging. This is just very well told. Maybe the supporting characters could have had a little more depth to them, but other than that, love Juror number 2.
Sure. Yeah. It was good. Again, like, it's weird the way the studio went out of its way to bury this movie, but
I wonder why.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's like if nothing else, it feels like the kind of movie your dad would love.
Yeah.
Like
my dad,
not your, not. I don't know any. No,
everyone's dad. But yeah, I definitely really love this movie. A lot of the movies on my top 5 this year had at least like one big moment in it where I was thinking about it a lot, and this movie will be the moment where they're sitting on the bench, him and Tony Collette.
That's the best scene for sure.
Incredible. All right,
number 4.
I thought that was gonna take you the longest, so let's run through this. Number 4. This is in Amazon MGM.
Is this Challengers?
This is Challengers, yeah. I pretty much said everything I have to say about that. I love Challengers. The score is incredible. One of my favorite scores of the past, like, I don't know, at least 5 years.
Yeah.
And we talked mostly about the score, but the performances are great. The editing in this movie is fantastic. The story is just great, and it's kind of non-linear, the timeline, the way they tell
but
it. And
it's one of those examples. I feel like we've seen quite a few non-linear like movies this year, and this is one of the ones where it's just like, this is why you tell that story this way. Like, in a way, it almost ruined the other ones for me, because I'm like, oh, you didn't have to.
For example, the Andrew Garfield one.
Yeah, a little bit. As much as I enjoyed it, but it was just like, no, Challengers, this is why you do it this way. All right.
Yeah.
So that's number 4. Number 3.
Yeah, number 3. A24, which is
Alex Garland Civil War.
Yes. Which, oh my god, I love this movie. I really enjoyed it the first time. You can go back to our review, but I just rewatched it before, because I wanted to rewatch my top 5 just in preparation for this. It's so good. I'm assuming you haven't rewatched it.
No, why would I?
Well, what I'm saying is, do it, because it is. I think we all went into it with some sort of preconceived notion, like no matter what, of what it would be, and I think knowing what it is, go into it now. It is so good. Like, it's not Ex Machina, it's not Annihilation, but it's definitely gonna be like up there. This is still an Alex Garland movie, and it's incredible. The writing is so good. The cinematography, like I said this, I think, in our review, but there's like a shot of a sprinkler going off in some grass, and I'm like, this is one of the best shots I've seen in the last decade. Like, and not just that, but the messaging behind it, and like, I don't know, I'm not gonna, like, this movie made me hate people. And I was like, but at the same time, like, it's kind of like a warning about like where we could go.
I was hating people already. Maybe that's why I did.
I think it's I get it. But like, it's just so good. And it's so powerful. And like, hopefully it's not like something we look back on like, oh man, this is exactly what happened with our country or anything. But Kristen Dunst's character is a journalist. She's a photographer, and she's always felt like she was reporting the wars overseas home as a warning. And now she's here in our country, and it's happening here. And just watch it through that lens. And it's no pun intended. And this is great. This is just one of the best movies. I think it's going to be remembered forever, honestly. So, yeah.
Tiny bit of devil's advocate, which I try not to do during these videos. But you did say it's definitely an Alex Garland film, but also have it very clearly at his third.
Well, because he's only done...
It's not his first film, and it's not his second film, but it's still an Alex... Like,
this is me where Ex Machina is literally in my top 5, and Annihilation is literally in my top 10 movies of all time. So, like, I'm not going to put this in there when it's just came out. So,
all right.
And I've only seen it twice.
But
I think incredible. This could have very much been my number 2, which, I don't know if you want to guess that one now.
Well, all right, number 2.
Do you want to guess without me giving you anything?
Is this Dune Part 2?
It's not.
Okay, that's number 1 then. Is this Deadpool and Wolverine?
Hey, no spoilers for my number 1. This is not Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Which I want to say, Deadpool Wolverine, I loved it the first time. I still enjoy it. It just didn't really crack my top 5. It's actually number 6 for me.
Okay. Is this a real pain?
This is a real pain. Okay. I've seen this movie 4 times.
Have you really?
Yes. Wow. I love this movie. Like, it's so good. We both enjoyed it pretty much for the most part.
Yeah, it was good.
My only gripes with it were some minor things in the third act, and after watching it again, I love it because it shows like the difference, how both of these characters have learned from each other and have become changed. So without getting into any of that, this movie is incredible. It's Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin at their best. Jesse Eisenberg wrote and directed this. Him and Kieran Culkin are essentially going on a tour to honor their grandma who just passed. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. You probably know what this movie is about. So good, so incredible. Love this movie. Can't speak highly enough.
The two characters have a very interesting dynamic, and it's a good one. Yeah.
This would have been my number 1 movie, like, in a heartbeat. Had this. What is it? What is it?
It's Dune Part 2.
It's Dune Part 2. Come on.
Basically, if Denis Villeneuve makes a movie, you just go ahead and put that at 1. You don't even watch the movie. You're just like, oh yeah, it's Denis. All right, number 1.
I would have guessed that Denis and Alex Garland, my 2 favorite directors, would have been in my top 5. Yes, but they did it. They nailed it. And like, this is like what movies can be. Like, I don't understand how anybody has any problems with this.
Besides the entire Academy.
Yeah, okay. We've said that already. This video fatigue. They're out of touch. How could you watch Dune Part 2? And first of all, it did get a Best Picture nomination. But how could you not like see the masterful like display of cinema that we're getting? Like, I'm sorry, but I can't wait for 3. I don't even need it though. They could stop it right now, and I'm like, I don't know what else this guy can do to show us that. I don't need it either, but
like, for a different reason.
You know what? Get out of here. If you guys haven't seen Dune Part 2 and you need a reason, please go just see it on the biggest screen you can. Watch it, please.
All right, that's it. Do you want to Do you want to give me maybe your bottom three?
My bottom three?
Yeah, I'm not gonna guess it. Just run me through. What's the movies you hated this year?
Were Megalopolis, Bad Boys 4, and Monkey Man.
Yeah. My bottom three. I'll give you my bottom five. Starting from the bottom: Megalopolis, Madam Web, Alex Garland, Civil War.
Oh my God! And then what? Dune.
Here and Bad Boys Ride or Die.
So the only reason you wanted to do that was to say that Alex Garland, Civil War was all there. All right. You know what, you guys at home, watch Civil War. Let us know. Let us know in the comments who you agree with. We're having our own Civil War right here.
All right, you want to take us out? That's it for the year.
For the year, we've got a ton of movies on the shooting schedule for this year, so I'm excited. I'm excited.
A lot more. We'll see you guys then.
See you guys.